So I have to admit that making the chainmail is a little bit of a difficult process. It's not exactly the easy peasy or something like this, but it had to be done. So yeah, maybe if you want to make it, you have to watch the making a few more times. But yeah, nonetheless, you will make it work like we did. So it's cool. So let's go here, apply the subdivisions, dynamic, apply, and then go with the standard brush and just inflate this part a little bit. Just go with it, make some, let's get rid of our symmetry because we don't need it too much. Okay. Just making sure this looks a little bit more natural. And we'll make, without transparency, we'll make a lip where the stitch will go with symmetry this time. Smooth it out a little bit. That's it. Looks fine. We can subdivide it one more time, just to be sure, and then make the stitch. I think it's time to make the stitch. So where is the stitch? B? We don't have it. So load brush, stitch, open, stitch is here. So with symmetry, we can do this, but we have subdivisions, so we will select the other stitch. Okay, and just with it, try to make it. Okay. And this stitch is probably a little bit smaller than here, but I think a little bit more believable also, although we will just make it a little bit larger. And let's see it from, ooh, here in this part, we have to consider doing this. Okay, this is pretty nice. Accept it, and then with move brush, with big move brush, we can adjust it a little bit exactly how we want it. Without symmetry, because it's not very symmetrical. And we can go here and just push this a little bit. Also this one. And we are ready. This looks nice. So let's continue with the belts, because we will not stop. We will continue with everything because we have a lot of things to consider, and the chainmail is just a tiny bit of the things that we have to do. We also very much have to, let me just fix this. Okay, we very much have to make the weapons and the fiber mesh. So what concerns me most, and what will be a little bit out of the ordinary, is the fiber mesh. The weapons, I'm just waiting with no fear to make them, because I very much like to make weapons in ZBrush, especially swords and stuff. It's very much fun. You just have to think where to put where, what, and it's very much fun because I have practice and I know what I'm doing, you know. So if you are like this, if you are, I mean, not like this, you just have to practice. Practice makes perfect, like I always say. And this is completely true about anything in ZBrush. Even the fiber mesh, if you use fiber mesh and make it all the time, probably you will get pretty good at it. But if you don't use it that often, like I am, I'm not using it super often, and I'm a little bit worried, but we'll see, we'll see. And this is pretty difficult fiber mesh because this guy has a lot of hair, he has beard, he has very long hair, so it will not be that it's difficult, it will be more like more work. Probably that's the only thing that's gonna be. So we are not so worried about this either. We just have to get to it. And it will be maybe one of the last things we do before we pose the character. And since the fiber mesh is a little bit tricky as a mesh, it will not be very easy to move it. So we will probably rotate to make this pose. We'll rotate the body, not the head. Because the body will be easier to rotate than the head. Trust me, yeah. So, trust me, I'm an engineer. Yeah. Okay. Let's try and make the thickness here of these parts. Let's make the Z-modeler brush look again a little bit normal. So I pressed M and selected the cube. And then I will extrude this to make it thicker, flip it. Now we have it. Let's crease on, let's try 1 for now. And dynamic subdivide it on 3, for example. Let's see it, how it goes. Maybe we can, no, it's completely fine in my opinion. This will be fixed. How? I'll tell you, we can fix it even now. We can go to Z-modeler brush again and just crease edge here and here. And we have, if we have some other edges that we need to be creased here, probably, maybe even this one, and in this part here, or let's try, oops. It's a little bit difficult to select the edges now, when we are on this mode, when we have dynamic subdivisions applied, but we just have to make it work. Okay, I think we are done. So now let's make the thickness for this part. Z-modeler, thickness, flip it, D, cool, so crease only 1, then I'm subdivide on 3, looks fine, looks completely fine. Let's apply subdivisions, and then go ahead and Control D, which is subdivided a few times. And then with the down standard brush, I'll make this lip here, or groove, or whatever we call it. We will just make it until here, and in the back, of course, also. Of course, here in the back, I did some little bull design in the, you know, in the 3D sketch, so I can make it also here now. So it will be something like this, Chicago Bulls emblem. Just a little play, you know, I like to make some little things that are fun. Hopefully Chicago Bulls won't be mad about this. Let's see. It won't be super visible. And inflate this. Okay, I will leave it, it's cool. So here, probably there will be a good idea to just make it a little bit wrinkly, this part, and also the belt itself, to make it a little bit more like it's worn, not so perfect, sterile. Yeah, I've smoothed it a little bit, the bull, but it doesn't matter. This is just a little detail. Doesn't matter so much. Okay. The belts, we can do the same with them. So first apply subdivisions, then go solo, and then of course make them these lips. Let's try it like this. Okay, one more subdivision, and then it will be far easier to make this lip. Okay, and after that I will show you how to make the caps, but no, probably we'll make the caps at the later stage, because we need caps on the boots also. So probably we will make the boots, and then we'll put the caps on everything, on the shoulder pads, on the belts, whatever we need them, we'll put them later. So I auto group it, so I can select only this, so I can make it easier here, without the other part of the belt obstructing me. Yeah, I'm a little bit wavy, but who is perfect? Oops, this is too much. Okay, I'm silence, because this requires my complete attention, or at least somewhat complete attention. Okay, I will be just fine with this, and probably move it by move brush, just a little bit like this, so it's not exactly so different and so wavy. Alright, I think it's fine. So now we can go down subdivisions a few times and just do this kind of stuff. Go up, and it's nice. And then of course we can make a holes, because we will need some holes here. Here a hole, here, one here, and probably one in the last thing here. Okay, this looks nice. Also, these belts could be a little bit thicker, because yeah, they should be a little bit thicker in this part here. Okay, they look fine, except for here we have to move them a little bit up, And here they have to go and just make sure they are some kind of holding something and pushing it a little bit, pulling, I mean. And if they are pulling, they will be more straight in this part, because pulling, you know. And probably this one will go a little bit up, a little bit down here and here and here, a little bit up. Okay. Just the tiny details, but it's cool. So now it's starting to look pretty fine. We can make also this belt. Let's try. Alright, let's make thickness and then we'll see what we can do. Doesn't look very nice, because we have something here. They're hidden. Flip it. Then try to fix a little bit this. Not too much though. And it's pretty big, so let's inflate it down. Now it looks more like it. We have to hide this a little bit better. Like this. And this one probably too. Alright. Yeah, I smoothed this, which was not a very especially good idea, but I think we can handle it. Let's just crease it at 1, and then dynamic subdivide it with 3. Then I'll move it like this, and here. Okay. So here we have a stitch, because it was symmetrical. This we won't need. They're hidden. Alright. And here we'll apply this and make this groove, as we always do on the belts, just for them to have more detail and look a little bit more believable. And then of course I will make a few holes, subdivide it one more time, and just make a few, a few holes. And go down a few subdivisions and make it a little bit more jagged. I think it's fine. Okay, so this will be for now. Next time probably we'll make the boots, and we will be pretty much okay. We have to copy this, so duplicate, move it, rotate it, place it in the back. Yeah, I'm doing it now because I am just afraid that I can forget to do it if I don't do it now. So it's better to be done now. This could go a little bit deeper so it's not so visible. And this one should be a little bit like this. And we will make some caps here, and it will look like new. Okay, so perspective, let's see it. Looks pretty nice. We have chainmail, we have everything almost. Ah, we don't have this thing here. Okay, let's put it there just to see what's happening. We'll go to the... no. Alright, I need something that doesn't have subdivisions. So I'll go to this one for now. Then B, which is the brushes. I will load my IMM caps and stuff brush and select this. And I'll put it here. This size. Go up and away. And this is in the middle, so probably those the teeth has to go a little bit in someplace else. We'll see. Yeah, this teeth, let's just mask those, and this one, the bottom one, will move like this. And probably a little bit like this. And it will be a little bit away from this thing. Dynamic subdivided. But first, I need to separate it from the crowd. So split hidden. Then go with it. And dynamic subdivided. And let's see it. It's now subdivided, but it's probably creased. So uncrease all, then crease it on 2. Hopefully it's going to be okay. And then maybe make it metallic. Fill object. Okay, looks good. And yeah, see you in the next video where we will start probably the boots. Control D and stop.